Today is Tuesday, and I have only 2 days in this week to go to school. Today is my pharmacology exam, so my last pharmacology exam for my first semester, my cumulative. I've been studying, that's my study nook right there, all the shebang. And I thought to vlog my last week in nursing school first semester. It's a big deal. I've learned throughout nursing school that I get to celebrate every single win, even the small ones, the ones that I think are unnecessary. I get to celebrate those wins because I miss doing things that I used to take for granted, like being able to just wake up, go to the gym, work out. I don't do that anymore. Why? Because by the time I calculate the drive to the gym and back from the gym and the time I'll spend at the gym, I'm like, okay, I can put in that 1 hour or 2 hours into studies. And then guess what happens? I stopped working out like I used to. I used to work out like almost 6 times, 5 to 6 times a week. Now, if from in a good week I get 3 workouts, I'm good. So I'm appreciating the little things that I have when I can. I miss making my nails, so I have a nail appointment next week. And I'm not going to miss wearing scrubs, even though I love my pink scrubs. I'm not going to miss wearing my green scrubs, which I don't have to wear this week because I don't like the color. I feel it's ugly. But that's the school scrub, so I have to wear that Wednesdays, Thursdays, and weekends during clinical. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to take you guys along with me throughout my week. And yeah, that's what this vlog is about. So, day in the life of a nursing student, end of semester, not day in the life, week in the life of a nursing student, end of semester, final exams. Ooh, yeah. I bought some gifts for my professors. I've given some of them their gifts last week. I bought every single professor that has ever taught me a gift. So today I'm going to be giving my professor for pharmacology her own gift. She has a dog, so I got her a dog toy, and then some nice nightwears. I couldn't decide what size she is. I think she's a small, but I bought medium just in case. It's a nightwear, it can be loose and still feel comfortable, so it's fine. And then I bought medium and small for the nightwear. I bought a water bottle, hair clips, bath bomb, just something to appreciate them because they are nurses. They're also teaching us, they are shaping our lives. And honestly, she's the best. I mean, she's been an amazing professor. She has taught us so well, and she couldn't have made pharmacology any more fun than it already is. Like, you go online, you hear people how they dread pharmacology because of how pharmacology is supposed to be terrifying and hard and this and that. But pharmacology was the easiest class I took this semester because she's such an amazing woman. So she deserves every single thing. And I know it's not easy to teach a bunch of students while still juggling, every other thing that's going on in her life. So I appreciate her. That's the gift. I'm going to continue reading, and I'll probably see you guys later. Okay, so now let's talk about lorazepam. Lorazepam is a medication that can be given during emergency active seizure, alcohol withdrawal. It's a benzodiazepine medication. It causes central nervous system depression or drowsiness, cardiac arrest, in some cases amnesia and respiratory depression. So all heavy symptoms that has to do with the central nervous system. Now, when it is toxic, please give flumazenline. and keep a resuscitation equipment nearby. Next, we have lidocaine. Lidocaine is a local anesthetic, and it is, I believe the mechanism of action is inhibition of the sodium channel. So now, if this lidocaine does not cause central nervous system, that is why it is used locally. You put it in this particular area to keep it numb. Now, this causes central nervous system excitability, which is the opposite of what most of this other medication does. So it will cause your heart rate to be high, excitability of your nervous system, possibly cardiac arrest, insomnia. I do not know why I'm seeing low blood pressure, because if your central nervous system is stimulated, you should have low blood pressure. So I'll put that into check. But it has bradycardia and low blood pressure. Okay, so monitor for vital signs and signs and lack of circulation. Okay, now we have carbidopa-levodopa. Carbidopa-levodopa is used for Parkinson's, and then Parkinson's is caused by no dopamine in the body. So levodopa-carbidopa acts as a dopamine agonist in the body. So they act as a replacement therapy for dopamine. Now, what does this mean? This means that, okay, now carbidopa and levodopa are given together. They are two separate medications because of the brain barrier. One helps the other one to pass the brain barrier, which is, I believe, is carbidopa helps levodopa to pass the brain barrier, and then levodopa now does the replacement. Okay. Now we have adverse effect of Parkinson's disease. Now, Parkinson's causes you to shake, so it can also cause dyskinesis when it works way too well, which is rapid movement or uncontrolled movement of the body. Now, it also causes orthostatic hypotension, so check for dizziness when changing position. And you need to regulate the dose because of the on-off phenomenon. Now, it causes your urine to also be dark. We have propofol. Propofol is a general anesthesia adjunct which causes central nervous system depression and enhances GABA. Okay, so watch out for that central nervous system depression. We go over to, guys, I'm trying to remember what I've done. So I look at my book, read the heading, and then try to remember everything I can remember in the aspect. Okay, now we're talking about symptoms of hypotension when you have low BP. We have blurred vision, we have dizziness, we have what else? Jesus. Decreased urine outputs, lightheadedness, which is the same as dizziness, syncope, and tachycardia. Now, symptoms of hypertension is kidney problems, eye damage to the eye, damage to the cerebral and coronary vessels, strain to the heart, damage to the lining. I need to read this and remember because I actually don't. So, yeah. Whew. Okay. Sneak peek of how I study. Guys, I just finished my last exam. Hi, God. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off the AC so that there's no noise in the background. I'm in my car. I'm waiting for the crew because I actually want to get them today on camera. That is why I brought my camera to document our last day in school. Today, because it's Thursday and we are not supposed to be in school, and probably because it's final day, they let us wear regular outfit to school, which is nice. I just finished my final exam in first semester. Guys, I am so happy. First of all, I know I was going to take you guys with my whole week, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal. I had to focus and zoom in and focus on studying. Okay, now I've done my fundamental exams. As you guys saw the day I was preparing, the results came out. I got a 95%. I got an A in that class as a whole, like total cumulative. Now, we've taken this exam. The results are not yet out. It will come out tonight, and then I'll be able to know if your girl is going to get an A. I'm already thanking God for the A he has given me already. So yeah. Hold on. One of the crew members are calling me. Why did they go to voicemail? Hold on. Darling, where are you?
Where are we going to celebrate?
Please, I'm in my car. I want to put the music on a loudspeaker. I also brought my camera so that I'm going to. Wait. I'm coming back. Have you come out? Where are you?
You know how happy I am right now.
God, she's coming out. No. Hey, Babito, we are finished last semester. Give on.
Pommy yard, so she give me pommy yard. In a yard, so she give me in a yard. Man a wine, so she give me dirty one. Man a grind, so she give me dirty one. Say, girl, say my wine and them be grinding at the thing so. Any man them be looking at the thing so. Girl, your body say your money while I sing so. Man a bad, man a boss in everything so. Girl, pommy yard, say the pommy yard. Me a pillow wine, say she give me filler.
What's today?
Oh my God.
Look, I don't even last day final. All the sickness has evaporated. All the sickness has evaporated.
The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see.
Nothing I ever say or do will be able to forgive me for the fact that none of my vlogs ever go according to how I plan or how I say it. But guys, you guys saw yesterday, my friends came out, we were so excited, we started rejoicing. I just had to cut the camera off because, Jesus, some private time for me and my sisters, my friends, because we've been through a lot this past few months and only us will be able to understand what's we really went through. So we really needed that moment and I wanted to make it personal, so I had to cut the camera short early. Yeah, so we just rejoiced. Everybody, I put music in my car, we were in the parking lot, we danced, we didn't go anywhere, we just had fun praising God, thanking God, having like dancing and distressing and talking about how we're gonna sleep. And guess what, our grades came in yesterday and your girl, I told you guys that I needed a 55 to pass the class. I got a 56. No, not to pass, but to get an A. I got a 56, so I ended up with a 91.2 something percent, so 91% in the class. So your girl bagged all A's this semester. My online class, I got a 98%. My pharmacology, I got a 95, and fundamentals, I got a 91. So all A's in the bag. I am so grateful to God for him seeing me through and giving me the strength to even keep pushing, even when I felt like my efforts were going down the drain and I was frustrated and I was stressed. I also want to thank my family, my mom, my husband for being very, very supportive. There was a time I went months without cooking, and because I'm a big meal prepper, I was able to do that for a while, but then at some point, I think after about a month and a half, almost 2 months, the food finished. And then the next 1 month still after that, I didn't still cook because my head was deep diving into food. And my husband stepped up and he became the chef of the house for a while. And then spring break came and I got back into cooking and trying to make sure that my home is still a home. So I can't thank my husband enough for being very supportive. My mom is like the greatest backbone I can ever have, because if not for her, I won't be able to do this. It's as simple as that. She's here for me to be able to go to school and pursue a career for myself. And if not for the fact that she sacrificed her time to be here to help me, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I am grateful to her for that. I'm also happy and grateful to my kids. it was a tough one for them because this is the first time they actually had to see me doing something else outside of being a mom, and they are still too young to really understand or get it, but I can see how invested they are in my success as a whole. MK was super excited and was asking me, okay, did I pass? Like each exam I have, I'm so anxious that everybody in the house is anxious. My husband is anxious, like he's the one taking the exam. My kids are anxious. They are waiting for the scores, like, okay. Did you get an A? Because I know I'm going to pass. The only thing is that I put so much pressure and stress on myself that I want to make sure I get an A in every single exam so that I don't have room for failure whatsoever. So I'm like, so whenever it is I'm writing an exam, you can see their excitement. They're like, okay, mommy, did you pass? Mommy, did you get an A? Mommy, did you get an A? And I'm like, yes, and they are so happy. Yesterday, immediately I came back. I mean, I just opened the garage door. I was still driving in, and they all ran downstairs to the garage, and they were screaming, and they were so happy, and they had a lot of questions. MK was asking me, so am I a nurse now? I said, no, not yet, baby, not yet. And then Mama was like, oh, am I going to still go back to school? She's like, I missed you doing clinicals, because she knows that clinicals, I don't go to church with them anymore. And yeah, I'm even about to, they're going to take away my Saturdays, because now next semester, which is going to be in fall, I'm going to be away for clinicals for 2 days, Saturdays and Sundays. So it's only going to get worse, but they are also very supportive and very understanding. And yes, kids will be kids, they'll drive you insane, and when you're screaming, keep quiet, I need to study, they would keep quiet for 5 minutes, and the next minute they're still screaming on top of their lungs. But they've been amazing children, so I want to thank them too for being patient and being good babies. Yeah, and I want to thank me for doing the work and for doing that. And with that being said, for the first time in God knows how long, I am dressed for the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get a good sweat, because this is what makes me happy. I am going to sit down, cook meal prep, figure out what my week or days are going to be like, draw a plan and follow it. And guess what? You guys are going to be getting all the videos that I've been shooting since the beginning of this year, and I've not had the opportunity to post, because yes, I'm still posting videos from last year. And currently we are in May, and I'm sure when you guys are seeing this video, it's going to probably be maybe June or July, but today is May 16th, and as at May 16th, I'm still posting videos from December last year. I have been vlogging. The problem is now finding time to edit and post, because I have the camera, it's easy to just put it up and talk, but finding the time to actually edit it, post it, and get it out to you guys. So hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. Anyways, with that being said, see you guys later.